I think we're living in an incredibly special... Oh, wait, I forgot to say. Good existence and welcome to the Truth Observatory, hosted by yours truly, Nicholas Jensen Denton. I come in here and talk about the shit that I talk about, all right? And let's all know that the map is not the terrain. Words can never do justice to the truth of reality, especially when the truth of reality is like fucking crazy, man. They say we're living in a special time. They say we're moving from the from the dark age of Pisces, the age of competition, the age of greed, division, into the age of Aquarius, the water bearer. Water is the creative force. It's the mother, it's the mater, it's the breeding female, it's the age of man, it's the golden age. What they call in Hinduism, the Satya Yuga. The age in which man will go when everything he needs, he has. There is no calamity, there's no war, there's no famine, there's no disease, there's none of this, there's none of that. It's like a freaking heaven on earth. And they say we've been there before, that the whole of history works in what they call in Christian theology dispensationalist theory, and what they call in Hinduism the yuga. The yugas, it's a quaternary cyclical expression of the spirit and qualities of God and mankind, the archetypes of the consciousness of the collective. Apparently we're going in waves, we're going in circles, we're just a couple souls going around the same old... Wait, how does that song go? I forget. Anyways, we're moving into the golden age. I have faith in it. I do, but there's always a but. That's because language is all two-faced. Does that make sense? I don't even know. It makes sense to me, man. Language is too ambiguous. All of these words are incredibly abstract. Kind of drives me crazy, but I guess they say, study what interests you. They say God is language, but that what can be described is not that what is being described. So you have to preface so much. You don't really have to, but it's just kind of I'm just venting here, man. I'm like gaining a greater knowledge of what's going on, and I'm thinking, is this greater knowledge gonna destroy people at first, or is it gonna wake them up? Because people are, there's crazy people out there. Maybe they won't get the knowledge for a long time. I don't know. How long is this Satya Yuga going to take to kick in place? They say there's going to be wars, there's going to be calamities, there's going to be great... I mean, you got to go into the Hindu Puranas, or the Puranic, the Upanishads. There's 108 of them. Man, they lock away this giant demon or something, and well, it's an interesting tale. I'm not going to rehash it here because I'd be here all day, but I do believe people out there that we could either seamlessly transition into it if we all put forth our common effort and help those around us in an effort of mutual aid, the factor of evolution that really holds shit together. Okay. Or there's gonna be some nuclear war. And I hope it's not the latter. I pray to God, but Donald Trump is the President of the United States of America. I almost said Christmas is shut down. The government is shut down over the building of a physical wall to block off families and children that are hungry and ravished from a economically torn country that is very in large part due to America. We fucked that shit all up in Central America, caused we played our part in the creation of these refugees. Not we, I didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe something I bought was connected somehow. The point being, the United States political system, without a doubt, had great influence. The media systems have great influence on these events to make them appear as one thing or the other, where we could be driven into a disastrous loop. And I feel like we've made this mistake before. For what happened 12,000 years ago? What happened 11,600 years ago? There was power of greatness. There was something incredible, but it's all gone. And now we live in ignorance. But, it's going to change. Either this life or the next life, it's going to change. So, let's just try and make sure we don't start a war for our children, because our children, that's all I think about. But God knows what's going to happen. The point of the wake-up process is to realize how much information we have at our disposal. And I do not just mean on the internet, I mean on the Ethernet. Literally, all the information in the universe that has ever been generated by the universe is accessible to you by your consciousness if you just try to clear your mind a little bit and focus your intent. They say it takes a little while, but it's been a known phenomena of human consciousness since as early as 2000 BC, well up into the present, directly up into the present, and potentially into caveman times. Anyways, what is caveman times? We don't know. That's my 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents on the coming epoch. It could be a rough, turbulent ride. It could be a smooth transition. How are we going to do it? Well, I think you really just got to challenge any authority that infringes on the basic fundamental human rights of open, independent sovereignty, that expresses or that infringes or inhibits on the capacity for expression or for freedom. And I don't personally think that you can even define freedom, because it is constantly growing and affecting wider and more circles in varying ways with unknown consequences. We have to return to the authority of the consciousness of the individual and stop relinquishing our power to dead entities, to non-living entities, which we resurrect, we invoke them, we give life to them. A corporation is a corpse. It's a bunch of people. It's fucking weird. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's a fourth dimension to all of this, and we can get on the astral plane and get a better look at it. That's what this is about. Getting a better look at what's going on in the mental space. Because after all, the universe is only 10 times 4.2 to the negative 22nd physical. The fucking rest is mental. It could be a scary fact to know, but just remember the next time you say something like subconscious or consciousness that you are referencing something much vaster than anything you've ever seen or heard, or perhaps you have experienced it, but not in the physical reality. Anyways, Satya Yuga, here we come, golden age. If not, we're fucked. I'll see y'all on the other side. Have a wonderful existence. If this is the last time, I hope it's not. Till next time, Truth Observatory. Nikki D.